Hey, Shalom, Meshach, when it's stuff, souls by giving no praise to Yah, by Hashem, Shai, by Hashem, Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, while sincerity. This was be a quick one. I've only got a couple of precepts on there. It's just on, on the topic of wine and alcohol, and that sort of stuff, right? Which as the preface says here, says contrary to popular Christian belief, there's nothing wrong with drinking alcohol as long as you do so moderately. And that is the thing, right? When people think of alcohol, they're really, there's, I don't know if it exists in America. Over here we have a term called white boy wasted, right? Which basically, referring to people getting drunk, like how these white boys get drunk, when they get completely and utterly wasted. Then it's, their inner nature comes out. Like you ain't supposed to be doing, getting all messed up like that. But you're supposed to do drink and in moderation, right? And don't you ain't supposed to be trying to copy what another brother can do, because some brothers can drink more, some brothers can't. If in different yaks affect different brothers differently. You might drink spirits, and spirits, you might be able to handle spirits, but you might not be able to handle wine. Wine might hit you quick, right? And also you ain't supposed to be making a fool out of yourself, right? In fact, let me grab that real quick. Right, because and this is the thing, everything, is to be done in moderation, is to be done in balance, right? This is Proverbs 20:1. It says, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whoever is deceived thereby is not wise. Right, so wine is a mocker, man. Hey, you'll do some dumb shit you wouldn't normally do, right? When you're drunk, right? Hey, your inner spirit may also come out. Right, the Apostle Taha did a video in Vino Veritas, which is basically in wine, in vino, which is in wine, and Veritas, I forget what that means, but it's basically, the saying, the modern day terms of saying would be a sober man, a drunk man says what a sober man thinks, right? So wine is a mocker, right? So everything's supposed to be done in moderation, and you gotta be, you gotta do and move ways that are spiritual unto you, right? The ways that are expedient unto you, rather, right? I'll leave the top one for the last, right? It says Sirach 31:27, and hey, Akim, if you got any more precepts, feel free to share them below and in the comment board, so we can have more of these listed here, so everyone can everyone can be edified. It says, wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately, right? If it be drunk moderately, you gotta be moderate. You gotta moderate yourself, right? What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad, right? So the Lord, right? He basically, when the Lord, was putting together the design for the earth, right, and how things were going to work, one of the things he made was wine, to make a man glad, to make a man happy, right? If you just excuse us, that's my neighbors in that. That's coming up on the what you call it, on the microphone. But yeah, it says wine is good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. But yet you have these Christians, right, that basically believe you can't drink wine. Right, and the reason why they believe that is because they are not knowing the scriptures. Right, let me grab that real quick. Right, it says Matthew 22:29, Yahushua answered and said unto them, you do not knowing the scriptures nor the power of the Most High. Right, that's what these Christians do. They are not knowing the scriptures, right, which is why they believe so many false doctrines, right? So they might read somewhere where it says, you ain't supposed to drink wine or something, or basically, but what they don't, what they don't do is they don't break it down spiritually, right? Because when you read the scriptures, wine is also used to represent philosophies, right? It says Habakkuk 2:15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth that bottle to him, and making him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness, right? And hey, and that's the example, because when you're drunk, for instance, you don't think clearly, you don't see clearly, right? In fact, let me, hopefully it should be here. There's a precept. No, it's not here. This is Isaiah 29:9, right? It says, "Stir yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink." Right? So they're showing you, that these terms are used in reference also, but it's talking about something else. It's not talking about yakking, talking about drinking, right? Which is why the scriptures say this, right? Amos 3:7. Right, it says, "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophet." Right, so this understanding, I got this from the apostles, right, who they got them from their teachers, who, that was given by inspiration of the Most High. Like, for instance, how do you keep the Passover? When you start asking things like this, right, you start breaking down this, Christian dogma, right? Dogma, meaning, what does it mean again? Yeah, it's just saying. Dogma meaning, basically like a doctrine or belief that is basically set out, but not, there's no real basis to it. If you look that up, DOGMA, I forget the exact definition of that word. It escapes me at the moment, right? It says, "Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophet." Right? So let me continue. It's Matthew 11:19. It says, "The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, right? A friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of her children." Right? So, hey, the Lord was referred to as a winebibber, man, right? I mean, he drank wine, he liked wine, right? I'll read John 2 as well from the top. This is John 2. It says, "And the third day there was a marriage in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Yahushua was there. And both Yahushua was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Yahushua saith unto him, They have no wine." Right? Yahushua saith unto her, "Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come." Right? His mother saith unto the servants, "Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it." Right? It says, "And there were set 6 water pots of stone, and the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece." Right? It says, "Yahushua saith unto them, Fill the water pots with water, and they fill them up to the brim." Right? "And he saith unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast, and they bear it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and saith unto him, Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now." Right, so it's just going to show you, it's one, some people might say grape juice, right, or whatever. This was water turned into wine, right? So Yahushua's first miracle was turning water into wine, yet people want to say, you can't drink alcohol. That doesn't even make any sense, right? This is 1 Timothy 5:23 says, "Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake, and thine often infirmities." Right. So this is here Timothy being, being told, drink that. Drink that wine, man. Right. Drink that wine because it's good for you. Good wine is actually good for you, right? Like wine you would have got in the ancient world. But that's actually good for you. It has it has medicinal purposes, right? No, but nowadays you've got all of this crap with all the sulfites and all of that sort of stuff, right? But I believe it's the tannins. Don't quote me too much on the biology behind that, right? But yeah, that's it is good for you, right? Good wine and a good wines, those are expensive, man. Right, so this is to keep things topical. Right, this is Proverbs 31:6. Is give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Right, so hey, for us, in the life that we live, right, and in the world, in this world, right, we need that, yeah, man. Yeah, we need to drink. Right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the harm. We're oppressed, man, when we go through shit day in, day out, right? So, hey, we need a release every now and then, right? And this is what it's saying, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. And yeah, you hear brothers say, you know what, fuck my life, man. I'm ready to go to the spirit world, right? But at the end of the day, we've got a role and a duty, on this earth as things stand, right? So yeah, I think that's I've basically hit the point there. Hey, Lord's will as always, I was edifying. Slaki for the background noise. Until the end, till the next time, I say shalom.